Welcome, curious minds, to a world of knowledge and discovery. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of William Sanders, writer. We hope you find it enlightening. William Sanders, April 28, 1940 to June 29, 2017, was an American speculative fiction writer, primarily noted for his alternate history short fiction, and was the senior editor of the online science fiction magazine Helix SF. He twice won the Sidewise Award for alternate history and was a finalist for other honors, including the Nebula Award. Let's transition to life and uncover its significance. Sanders was born in 1942 in Arkansas, the son of Cordell and William North. Sanders graduated from the University of Arkansas at Monticello. He served in the U.S. Army from 1963 to 1966 and was a Vietnam War veteran. Sanders and his wife Phyllis lived in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Sanders died after a prolonged illness on June 29, 2017. Now, let's shift our focus to writing and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. Sanders started his literary career in 1973 by writing books and magazine columns focused on sports and outdoor subjects. Among his later speculative novels are Journey to Fusang 1988, The Wild Blue and the Grey 1991, and The Ballad of Billy Badass and The Rose of Turkestan 1999. The first two are alternate histories with a humorous bent, while the last is a fantasy novel. He also wrote a number of mystery novels, including a series featuring Western writer Taggart Roper beginning with The Next Victim, Street Martin's Press 1993, as well as novels marketed by the publisher as action-adventure, beginning with Hardball Berkeley Jove 1992. In an author's afterword to his short story Nincula and the Netter, included in the Roger Zelazny tribute collection Lord of the Fantastic, Sanders credits Roger Zelazny for talking Sanders into returning to writing stories with American Indian themes. Sanders, a former power dancer, is best known for his use of American Indian themes and his dry, often cynical sense of humor. His most anthologized and perhaps best-known work is The Undiscovered, an alternate history in which Shakespeare is transported to Virginia and writes Hamlet for the Cherokee tribe. The story won the Sidewise Award for alternate history in 1997. Sanders won a second Sidewise Award for his story Empire in 2002. Sanders said that he considers his best story to be Dry Bones. A stickler for detail and accuracy, Sanders studied history, which led to the publication in 2003 of Conquest, Hernando de Soto and the Indians, 1539-1543, a book begun some 2 decades earlier and researched by traveling extensively in the southeastern quarter of the U.S., by motorcycle and small boat and on foot, retracing de Soto's probable routes. As a non-fiction writer, he wrote numerous books on bicycle racing, kayaking, and backpacking. As Sundown Slim, he wrote a humor column for Competitive Cycling, a bike racing magazine in the mid-years. He also contributed to Bike World magazine in the same period. In this segment, we'll be unraveling the complexities of Helix SF magazine and exploring its multifaceted nature. From 2006 until the final issue in 2008, Sanders was the editor and publisher of the online quarterly magazine Helix SF. According to the Encyclopedia of Science Fiction, Helix SF was generally praised for the quality of its fiction and poetry. The magazine was also noted for having almost half the published stories written by women, perhaps the only genre magazine of the time to do this. In 2008, Sanders wrote a rejection letter in which he called Muslims sheetheads, worm-brained, and incapable of honesty. Sanders would later deny that he was referring to Muslims as a whole. However, the controversy ultimately resulted in several authors asking to pull their stories from the Helix archives after they found out Sanders had offered that option to N.K. Jemisin. As a result of the controversy, Sanders shut down the magazine and deleted its website, preventing any of the magazine's archives from being read. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from my channel.